What happens when the world's weirdest superhero battle suddenly shifts its spotlight from costume giants and caped crusaders to a clownish dog with a circus past and a chip on his furry shoulder? Welcome to Be Hero X episode 23, an episode that takes everything you thought you knew about heroism, spins it around, and delivers one of the most emotionally unexpected stories of the season. If you thought this show was just about over the top fight scenes and flashy heroics, buckle up, because with the rise of Ahu the dog, you're in for a wild, heartfelt ride. Let's jump right in. Episode 23 opens with a perspective few were expecting Ahu's. This isn't just some heroic dog sidekick. He's a survivor, a dog turned tiger, by a beast trainer who, maimed early in life by an actual tiger, lived with fear but also a burning ambition. That trainer, seeking redemption, poured all his hopes into Ahu, raising him with tiger like toughness but also sidelining Ahu's real self. The result is a dog who's literally part of the circus, performing tricks and clownish routines, and even being the only clown when the act calls for it, all while battling a pretty deep self-loathing. You flash forward to the present circus show. Kids adore Ahu, cheering at every trick. Their applause a kind of fuel for the lonely canine that paradoxically makes him simultaneously stronger and more self-loathing. After all, he doesn't really like these kids, or himself. In a heart-stopping moment during his happy disco show, something inside Ahu snaps. He bites someone, causing the audience to panic. The praise turns to fear, the crowd turns away, and Ahu winds up injured and thrown into a fate no animal deserves, being considered for euthanasia at the shelter. But here, the story takes a sharp, meaningful turn. Enter Shin Ya, a gutsy, stubborn kid from the local Residents Support Association, barging into the shelter against all warnings and immediately demanding to adopt Ahu. Despite the staff doubting this strange dog will ever be a proper pet, Shin Ya has no hesitation. She's all in, believing in Ahu's potential before anyone else ever has. Shin Ya brings Ahu into her world, and what a world it is, a run-down neighborhood under threat of demolition by the giant, Shady Treeman Corporation. The Residents Support Association is a ragtag group doing their best to protect their aging homes and each other. Shin Ya is determined, with Ahu's help, she'll keep the neighborhood safe, even if no superhero celebrity will bother with their small problems. She jokingly brags that Ahu doesn't just bite, he can beat people up. Shin Ya's plan is wild and chaotic. She outfits Ahu with a makeshift costume, and together they make a flashy debut in the rundown kitchen HQ, ready to take on all threats to their home. Shin Ya's enthusiasm is infectious, but not everyone is convinced. The older residents roll their eyes at the idea, a mere dog isn't going to protect their homes from powerful developers, right? Shin Ya doesn't care. She believes in Ahu, and to rally support she directs a fantastically exaggerated video, complete with terrible special effects and fake news headlines. Who viz. The lizard monster. The crowd is unconvinced. The comments call her a fraud, and Ahu gets mocked. But Shin Ya, persistent as ever, refuses to let go. Events escalate. The developers' heavies show up, making threats, trashing the group's headquarters, pushing to have contracts signed so the homes can be bulldozed. Shin Ya stands up to them, refusing to be bullied, but she's up against professionals, and things get tense fast. Ridiculing Shin Ya's hero dog, the thugs are scared off only when Ahu, against his clown instincts, finally bares his teeth and attacks. It's frantic and ugly. But for the first time, Ahu shows that he really can be a protector, not just the butt of a joke. But the real villain isn't just the physical muscle. It's two forces: social manipulation, with Treman Corporation using influential Veros as puppets to pressure residents, and something more subtle and corrosive: fear itself. Characters are infected by it, sabotaging their own will and courage. After Ahu's brawl, Granny Wong reports the other residents, influenced by a supposed hero, who guarantees the safety of their deals, have already started signing away their property deeds, making Jin Ya realize the threat is bigger and sneakier than fists alone can fight. Outraged, Shinya rushes off to FOMO, a tabloid editorial office, desperate for public attention. Egged on by her own bitter experiences and the faith she's invested in Ahu, she refuses to back down, even as the enemy steps up their game. In a surreal, tense sequence, the hired goons escalate into something weirder, appearing and vanishing with magician-like ease, menacing Jinya and Ahu with a sense of unnatural danger. Here, To Be Hero X leans into that urban fantasy edge. Ahu, trained in the circus, recognizes the illusion. Is this real magic? Or something worse? Amid the chaos, Ahu is forced to make a snap decision. Shinya trusts him to carry stolen deeds and escape, a sign of both desperation and complete faith. But Ahu, whose whole life he's felt like just a clown, circles back, risking everything to save Shinya rather than just running away. In a moment of severe doubt, we see Ahu struggling. Deep down, does he only want to be a clown? Could he really be a hero? His memories echo with Shinya's words, the unwavering confidence of a child that erases years of trauma and humiliation. Flashbacks show the start of Ahu's belief, not in himself, but in the faith others had in him. The montage is powerful to tease Shinya, her father, and others call him the mightiest creature on land. Ahu suddenly finds the courage to keep fighting, to reject fear, and take the role of real hero for the first time. The final scenes explode into media frenzy. Word spreads online. Ahu, the hero dog, has fought off the Black Suits organization and protected the townsfolk as no human could. News crews descend. Comments roll in, so they really succeeded in training a high IQ dog to be a hero. That's insane. Oh, if dogs are man's best friend, and now they can be heroes too. The neighborhood explodes with laughter, joy, and genuine hope for the first time. But in the aftermath, randomness and reality collide. Ahu, overnight, rockets up to rank 8 in the all-powerful Hero Commission, overtaking human competitors and shattering egos. At the same time, a rival hero is seen suffering from fear, asking desperately for a cure, and realizing he's no even lower than a dog. That envy and existential panic. Why did I try so hard just to get surpassed by a dog? Shows the insecurity at the heart of the series world, where hero is just as much a matter of popular perception as it is of who wins a fight. So, what's the takeaway? At its core, To Be Hero X episode 23 is about belief. The belief others have in us, and the belief we finally find in ourselves, even when the world only sees a joke. Ahu's journey from circus clown to beloved protector is a moving, unlikely hero's arc, spotlighting how, sometimes, the true measure of a hero is their willingness to protect something real, no matter how small. That's a wrap on one of the most creative and emotionally charged episodes of To Be Hero X yet. What did you think of Ahu's transformation? Do you think he'll stay true to his new hero status, or will bigger troubles test his courage even further? Drop your thoughts and predictions in the comments below. Let's talk heroism, dogs, and everything in between. If you enjoyed this deep dive recap, remember to hit that like button, share with your fellow To Be Hero X fans, and smash the subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. See you in the next one.